All right, hello. Just finished watching the first two episodes of Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings TV series or Amazon series. They had it in theaters. Got some free tickets to it, and non-spoilery review, or I'm going to say reaction, not really a review, is really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed what it sets up. Had beautiful scenery, compelling characters, and I can't wait to see where the story goes. So that's my quick spoiler-free review, and my wife's next to me, and she might throw something out every now and then. You wanna say hello.
Hello.
You enjoyed it?
I liked it a lot.
All right, cool. If you think of anything to say, just toss it in. If you want to be quiet, you can do that too. So anyway, as far as spoilers, there wasn't really much that I didn't like. I did think it started out a little bit slow. I like it when stories kind of start out with some action. This doesn't really start out with action, but it is a key scene to set up some of the characters, and it is still interesting. Yes.
Peter Jackson's films started out slow too.
Yeah, in the first one, it started out with a poem of the One Ring poem before getting into the battle. So I had this all thought out in my head, and now I feel like I'm just dropping tired right now. I really liked Galadriel was a much more compelling lead character than I thought she would be. The Harfoots, they seemed to fit in. Everything seemed respectful of Tolkien's lore. I don't know if it followed everything exactly to a T because I'm not an expert in that, but it was respectful to the spirit of Tolkien's lore. That's what's more important to me, and that meaning that this is a story of an unlikely group fighting against an oncoming evil, and the fellowship and the characters and all that. That's what I think of when I think of Lord of the Rings. And I think that we're going to get that here of this overwhelming evil that this group of characters is fighting against, and there's going to be a lot of good relationships. So to me, hitting those themes is more important than making sure every year is right, every name is right, every last bit of canon is right. Because this is a totally different property than the book. Like I said, you get even Jackson's stuff deviated from the book quite a bit. So I'm not worried so much about hitting everything exactly so much as getting the spirit of the books. And I think I'm seeing some nodding. Yes? All right, yes, she's nodding. As far as I can't do a full review, we got to watch it again because I have some trouble hearing stuff sometimes. When we're at home, I put the captions on, especially when there's accents and whatnot. And there was a little echo in the theater. There were definitely some accents. I had some trouble understanding some things, so I probably did miss out on a bit of the dialogue, unfortunately. But from everything I could see, it was I did enjoy it. It was beautiful, the cinematography, some of the scenery, some of the shots that they had. I liked how they, some of the creatures that they had, okay? So I don't know if this stuff's in the book, but we saw quite a few things that we did not see in the Peter Jackson films, type creatures. Variations on creatures we've seen and stuff that might be totally new. Good work there. I like it when we go into the weird and kind of expand on that mythology. Whether it comes from the book or its original creation, it fit in really well. And I just enjoy seeing that stuff because if you watch the Jackson films, you might think that it's just, okay, all we got are hobbits, elves, dwarves, and men, and the only bad things out there are maybe orcs and wargs. So I like it. If you read the books, there is definitely more than that in Tolkien's mythology. So it's good when more stuff kind of comes in, some of the weird stuff. They explore a different area, my wife said. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see where this is going. I'm going to save my full review until probably the end of the series. I know I've been giving She-Hulk a rating after each episode. I'll probably continue to do that just because I started that way. But it does create issues because I think this is something that needs to be seen as a whole and rated rather than in little individual pieces.
Because you don't have the full story.
Yeah, you don't have the full story in that case. So, yeah, not much more to say at this point. Anything to add?
I liked it. I liked the creatures because it showed variation. Because these creatures could become those creatures, but also there are so many more creatures than in Tolkien's mythology than what we know about from the videos.
Yeah, so they could become some of the things, and that also goes for the Harfoots. I know some people were wondering how they would fit in, but you can kind of see the similarities, and yet they have differences to the Halflings, to the Hobbits, rather. And seeing, okay, I could see how this could evolve into that, how they could go from a kind of nomadic, I guess, culture to settling into the Shire and creating more complex,
to being known by other people.
Where people actually hear about them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good points there. All right, that's it.
I'm done.
All right, she's done. I'm done. I'm just highly recommend that if you get a chance, definitely see this. If you have Amazon Prime, don't believe all the people who are, before they even see it, are calling it bad, because they honestly don't know what they're talking about. This may not be for everyone, but it definitely has good things for a lot of people out there who want to see more of Tolkien's world, or Tolkien's world explored from a different angle. All right, thank you so much for listening.